Okay, Prudent Woman here. I am putting strawberries in the ground. And as you can see here in my flower bed, I've got very light, fluffy soil. And you'll see a PVC pipe there. Sorry, my hands are shaking because I haven't eaten yet. So, anyways, PVC there, another one there and there. And then I've got a long, skinny PVC going across. And the reason for that is it will help me create a hoop house because it's really not quite spring yet here. But I want to go ahead and get my strawberries in the ground so that I can focus on other things in the springtime. So here is the package of strawberries that I got. And I bought them at the local feed store. And they are called Ozark Beauty strawberries. There's 10 plants in a package, and they're $4.99. And they come like this. And I'm going to show you, they're packed in a very nice, light, fluffy material. So you can see they're already starting to flower. Yay! So I'm going to gently pull those apart. And then, let me see if I can at least loosen one so you can see how I'm going to lay them. Oh, you might notice that I already have my rows in. There's 2 rows over here already planted. I don't know if you can see the little plants sticking out of the ground, but I've got 10 plants over here, and I'm going to have another 10 here. So we should have 20 strawberries bushes. Let me see if I can gently pull this apart. Oh, there's rubber band in there. Nice. Let me see if I can't gently pull that out of there. So you can see, here's how they come, and here's how you do it. I should have my gloves on, but I'm trying to do this while holding the camera with the other hand. So I'm going to space these on the diagonal there. So I'm going to lay this in just like that with the bulb, the root bulb right there, just below the surface. And then I'm going to come in here and I'm going to just cover it to where the little flower's sticking up. Isn't that precious? And this just reminds me of, you know, when you're a baby Christian, you got to have good soil for God to develop good things in your life. And so you need to have good friends. You need to have a good church. You need to be in the Word, which is when I water my spirit every day. I got to water my plants too. I got to water my plants every day. And, you know, but if you have crappy soil, which is, you know, the people you're hanging out with, you can't have good fruit in your life. So just like I'm planting these seeds, I love spring because it's a time of new growth. It's a time of just to be refreshed, to prune back all the junk in your life. Sometimes that means activities, sometimes that means habits, sometimes that means the people you're hanging out with, and you know, maybe it's time to find a new Bible study group. If you're not in one, then you got to find one. But if you're in one and you just don't feel like you're producing the kind of fruit in your life that you want, that the Bible tells us to be producing, then it's time to find a new place and get planted somewhere else. Got some more plants here. I'm going to get all 10 of these in. But gardening reminds me so much of my spiritual walk. I want to always be growing. And sometimes that means I need to make changes in my life. And I love change. I really, really do. It gives me a chance to start fresh, put the bad behind me, put the old behind me. You can see how I'm placing that in there. And then I'm just going to push that forward. Push this one this way. And I'm going to come in here with some water here in a little bit, and I'm just going to saturate these beds. I got to do the same with my potatoes over there. And then after I get my apple trees in the ground, same thing. You know, and the apple tree reminds me a lot, too, about our spiritual growth. The apple tree has to have a pollinating tree to go with it. So there's always a pair. It's not the same. That is God in His beauty and His wisdom. He made some trees to where they need to have something completely different to pollinate and to create new growth and fresh fruit. And that reminds me of sometimes you need to be around people. Sometimes we want to hang around with people that are like us. Well, the problem with that is that you're not going to be any different if you continue to hang out with people just like you. And if you're not happy with the fruit or lack of fruit in your life, that could be part of the problem. You're not hanging out with a good pollinator, the right kind of friends. So, anyways, when I'm in the garden, God really speaks to me, and He shows me how growing a successful garden is a lot like growing in Christ. So I pray that when you get out into your garden, you will be able to hear from the Lord in the stillness and the quiet. Like being outside and getting your hands in the dirt. It's amazing. So here we go. Getting a few plants in the ground. And you can see there's not a lot to this. This is just very simple stuff. You just want to make sure that those little green sprouts are up. Not going to stick up. Turn that back in too close. Let me pull that back up. Let's turn it this way. So, there we go. Alright, so, Prudent Woman signing out. Busy day ahead. Just wanted to show you how I got my strawberries in the ground. So, God bless you.